Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the weekly inspirational nugget. I want you to go ahead and share this as soon as you see it. We're going to talk about details are important. I want to explain that details are important. So I want you to share this. I won't be long. Just want to encourage your heart this morning. As we go through life and we deal with different trials and tribulations, it's important that we understand that details are important. I teach this to my sons. I drill this in them. They can now regurgitate this as soon as I say the word details are important. The reason they know this and the reason I drill this is because it's important that we understand how we do what we do is crucial. And I realize that we're dealing with some very strange times and we're dealing with very harsh and difficult situations. But if we tend to the details of our life, if we make sure that we do what God has given us to do, not just how we want to do it, not just, what we think will work, but do things the way God has given us to do it. Follow his instructions completely. We'll see a more fruitful return in our life. The problem that a lot of us have is we say we'll obey God, but we obey him on our terms. We will obey him in our timing. We will obey him when when things work out good for us, according to our schedule. We will obey him according to our financial status. But what God is asking us to do is to trust him and to obey him completely and to pay attention to the details. If he tells you, when God gives us instructions and gives us what to do, he gives us the details that we need to get things accomplished. We can't leave those details out. We can't assume that's not necessary. There's no wiggle room in the instructions of God for our life. Details are important. When it comes to living saved, the details are important. We have removed so many details from holy living that it's ridiculous. Everything is okay. Everything is all right. Nothing is required of us. Everybody's saved. Everybody's on their way to heaven. I'm going to be honest with you. If heaven is everybody that think they're going to heaven, it's going to be a crowded place. It's going to be full of junk. I'll say that again. If everybody that thinks they're going to heaven actually goes to heaven, it will be a crowded place and full of junk. Amen. Because we have allowed so many things to be a part of our lives. We have not paid any attention to details whatsoever. We do things half-heartedly. We do things to a mediocre standard, and then we say, "Okay, God, take it. All right, God, here you go. I did what you told me to do. I know you told me to witness. I told them Jesus saves. I didn't say anything else, even though you gave me so many scriptures and you gave me so many testimonies. I decided I didn't have time for that, but I did tell them Jesus saves. So I witnessed. All right, cookies for me." No, we have to obey God completely. There are important steps that we miss when we leave out details to our assignment. So people of God, I know this one is a little bit more corrective and a little bit more instruction, but I promise you it is still encouragement and it's still inspiration. Stick to the details of the plans of God for your life. When he tells you what to do, do it all the way through. Not sugarcoating it, not cutting corners. Do what God has called you to do completely. And remember that the details of God's instructions for our life are important. The details of holiness are important. We have to follow them. There's so many ways I could take this and go so much further with it. But I want you to think about the details of your life. I don't have the time on this particular platform to give you more details in this. But it's crucial that you do the research. What are the details of God for you? What has he called you to do? What has he called you out of? What has he commissioned you to do? And then what are the details surrounding that assignment? Are you paying attention to the details? Because details are important. I love you with the love of the Lord, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it, okay? I really, really do. And I'd love to see you at Temple of Praise when we can. Amen. We are worshiping live, and we also have protocols in place, and we're going to be doing virtual worship as well. So there's opportunities to worship with us even now. And we'll be in worship at 11 o'clock this morning. But I do love you with the love of the Lord, and I want you to share this with somebody, and I want you to encourage someone else that you know that details are important, and we can't sugarcoat things. We can't cut corners. We can't skimp on the things of God because we think we have an easier way. We have to follow the instructions and pay attention to the details. God bless you. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.